Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here again, the third week. Yeah, it's great seeing you guys. If you're watching these videos, I know not too many right now watching the videos, but whoever might watch it later, a year from now, 2 years from now, maybe more people will comment or see it, and hopefully inspires uh, that you're not alone, pretty much in this world. This is a good video for somebody that's not feel like is not connected spiritually. Maybe has somebody that passed away recently, so it's perfect for you because yeah, but like I said, this video is just for me to help me and maybe like a journal to guide me. I already said that on my very first video, and I don't know why I'm mentioning this. I said I wasn't gonna mention it no more, but it came right out with me randomly. I'm improvising today. So yeah, I didn't write even any notes at all because I feel like I could improvise this just due to experiences. So this video is gonna be called Ancestors. I'm stuttering right there. Ancestors and Guardian Angels. So yeah, you're like, okay, I don't believe in God. Yeah, I don't believe in none of that. But you sometimes will find yourself that you are somewhat spiritual and you do spiritual stuff that helps you get better with yourself or with your future, and you don't even notice. And then when you realize, like, if you really think about it, you'll be like, oh well, there is actually a more spiritual, more powerful, invisible being out there that created us, gives us miracles, and wouldn't even notice. And I've been taking some classes recently, and I heard one guy tell me, oh well, not all miracles are pleasant. You know, like some miracles you got to go through like a lot of trials and tribulations, and you know, a lot of hardship, a lot of stuff that's not gonna be like it's not gonna be like Disney movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not everything's gonna be great. Even Disney movies has like a unpleasant somewhere in the beginning and the middle of the movie, even towards the end. You know, even though it's like a happy story at the end. That's what I'm saying. It's not. Sometimes you're going through so much trouble that you don't notice that your life is kind of like a movie. It's just a longer version of those movies. You know, and you just gotta notice that that someone's out there. If you want help, you'll feel it. Right now, let me do this little trick. I've never done it in a while. I'm gonna stay quiet, and I'm gonna just close my eyes. Okay, it's not windy at all. It's not windy at all, but it's not a windy day. But like, even when it's not a windy day, you feel a little bit of strong wind. Yeah, that means it's your ancestors. You're thinking of them, and you feel a little bit more of an extra breeze. That's a trick that I was taught, and yeah, that means they're here. They're here watching you, and yeah, that means that whenever you need something, sometimes don't think that you need help. They sometimes need help in the afterworld. You know, afterworld is like I can't really describe it, but I think they do need help, and sometimes they need prayers. And I noticed, you might think it's creepy, you know, that thing with the wind. That's your ancestors. When you think about them, you feel a little more extra wind, and you might think I'm crazy about that, but you should try yourself. Another trick is like sometimes when you're sleeping. I believe this is where I've talked to my uncle about it, and like it makes sense because I noticed I used to feel like the sheets or something moving in my bed, and I feel like that's your ancestors too. That they need prayers, they need help for the afterworld, and yeah, sometimes you'll feel that because they need help too, and you gotta pray for them too. Like, even though they're not living here, you can't see them, but they're around you, man. I know people get very sad when someone dies, and it's probably gonna happen to me around certain times when someone close to me passes away. I'm gonna feel that sorrow and sadness, and I have to let go and just live my life. You know, it's easier said than done, but yeah, there's gonna be times where I'm gonna have to really let go and live my life, because that's what they would want for you. They would want you to live your life to the fullest. Nothing too crazy, nothing too dangerous. you could probably hear their voices in your head. Don't do that. Don't do this. Remember when I told. But you're already grown up. You're older. You're wiser. You know you're not gonna make those second mistakes, right? Hopefully not. Hopefully nobody that you hang out around with make you make those mistakes again and again. Multiple times. And so, yeah, that's something about ancestors. And I could talk so much. I know other people's experience, but I'm gonna talk about them. But there's like different like spiritual things you can do to see your ancestors visually, which I've never done before, but I felt them before, and that's all that matters. And sometimes you're like, what's the difference? What if it's not your ancestors? How do you know? Yeah, that's kind of a tough thing because there's 3 different spiritual worlds, right? There's the ancestors, there's like the how do you say, like you'll feel other ancestors, not your ancestors, but other like ghostly creatures. Usually those are not around you. They're just in an area where they're accustomed to, and you'll come along with them. You'll see them. Yeah, so that's another one. And another thing is your angels. Hopefully not no spiritual like evil, stuff that's from the other side. I'm not sure too much about that. I don't know if I've experienced that myself, but yeah. And I think I don't know what would be the third one. I guess the highest matter, the most powerful one, the creator. That one's probably the most powerful one. I don't know if I've ever felt it. I probably have many times, probably every day, and I don't even notice. But yeah, I think his presence doesn't have to be there. I think he senses his angels. So that's why I'm not going to talk too much about the creator. I'm not trying to make this a Christian or Muslim or whatever religion. Nothing about religion here. It's just spiritual, making yourself better as a person. So like the only experience I've had with angels is when I'm not too conscious, and I think you feel them more when you're less conscious, because they don't want to scare you. Like they don't want to know that they're there, because you're probably gonna creep out and be like, what happened? So like I haven't tried this myself, but I heard that when you know that it's an angel, you gotta say, I heard you, who's this, or say something like that. Suppose you're supposed to say that, and maybe they'll communicate with you more, because now they see that you got confidence, that that you believe, and you see all the miracles that they can do. Not only miracles, I can't really think of any miracles for myself. I can only think of tragedies, honestly. Every time I've gone through some tragedies, I feel like they've mentioned my name, and that's how you know it's an angel, because they mention your name. And I know that because and you're like, oh, whoa, how do you know? What if it's the wrong research? I just know they are, because they're like very powerful, and they know your name. And if there's no person around you mentioning your name, it's an angel watching over you. And I'm smiling here. I don't know if you could tell that I'm being genuine about this, but I really am. And it's just I'm just smiling because I think it's like it's a very good thing, a good feeling to know that they're there. And I know from other experiences of other people, I know they felt like angels when someone passes away, and they're letting you know that they're still around, and they're just throwing you signs. There's other signs that I've heard of, like when you see like multiple numbers of the same number. I don't know if I believe that. I want to say I do, but I don't know if I've had experiences where it's something. I feel like when I would see them more, maybe I would have more good luck. But like lately, like when you're distracted from other people, they're talking to you on the phone, you're here on social media, you're not gonna notice those numbers. So maybe that's a tip there. Maybe not be too distracted and look at the signs. And once you look at those signs, then you're blessed. That's the way I see it. So that's what sucks about social media. It's a good thing because you learn a lot of things in social media, but at the same time, it's a distraction because it distracts you from what you should be seeing, what you should be connecting. I mean, like lately I've been praying more than I've been meditating. I remember I used to meditate more than praying. I didn't even pray at all. But I wish I could do both. I feel like both are important. It's like a perfect marriage of your spiritual life. where you could connect. And I wish I could. Right here's the perfect spot to meditate. I never see nobody here. This is the second time I'm here and nobody's here. And I can finally tell you how great it is to be here. If you only could like have at least 5 minutes in the nature here, just drive up. You don't have to walk all the way over here like I did. I walked almost more than 2.5. I thought it was 3 miles to get up here, but it's like a little bit over 2.5. And yeah, so I think that's all I have to say about this video. This is kind of a short and sweet video. Just remember, do what works best for you. Because if you notice there's a lot of like bad luck, a lot of misfortunes, just try to reconnect again. Because sometimes you meet people and they'll influence you. You're having so much fun with them, but like it's like distracting you in a way. And maybe sometimes you need a break from them, or you just need to tell them, hey, from this hour I'm gonna do some homework, or I'm gonna study reading this book, or just say whatever. I'll just tell them this truth and tell them, hey, I'm just trying to like be on my own for a while. You know, like to say that you don't have to stay spiritually meditating or praying, because, or just writing, like maybe you're writing down your goals or whatever. And sometimes you gotta like set yourself apart from everyone, even your closest people, the ones that you love the most. Sometimes you need that time alone. But make sure it's productive, not just there crying yourself into tears by yourself, because that's not going to do anything. It's not going to help you at all. I mean, I'm not saying that crying is a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, if you do that constantly, it could be a bad thing. But yeah, you guys take it easy. And I think that's all I got to say about this video. This is probably the shortest video I've done. So take it easy. Just remember, you're not alone. Someone's always out there for you. So you see the sunlight. I've also had vivid dreams before too. So vivid dreams can maybe speak some, especially if they're like spiritual dreams. Yeah, they connect you in a way. And I always thought myself I wanted to help people, but I'm kind of shy. I'm not the most talkative person. It's when I was in like high school, middle school, and all that. But I've like become more open, little by little. And I feel like there's always been like a road for me for helping people. And I was like, I can't see myself going to like church or some like temple, organizing in person. But maybe like if I could get a lot of followers, if I could get 100,000 followers, which I don't think I will, but then we can do an in-person meeting. And if you guys like what I start doing, maybe I'll start doing more like physical things, maybe show more things where we could like connect better or something. But this is not always going to be about spiritual videos. I'm trying to do a variation of how to help people, and if it helps them, that's fine. If it doesn't, if it's not good advice, that's fine. It's mainly advice for myself, to better myself. And I feel like all these videos are helping me. Like it's like a journal, jotting down what I've been through and what I can better myself. Also, these videos that you've been seeing so far, I'll probably do an updated version, like a part 2 of more experiences and more, hopefully more deeper, more mature, more articulate. I don't know how to say that word. Articulate. I can't even say it right. How am I gonna articulate a paragraph for you guys? But yeah, I'm rambling on now, so you guys take it easy. And I think I definitely hit the nail in the coffin of all the things I wanted to say. I said more things than I thought I was gonna say, but you guys take it easy and have a good one. Till next week, bye.